Imagine you reach for your smartphone, but instead of glass and plastic, you feel the cold, impossible weight of solid, 24-karat gold. You look outside and the world has become a glittering masterpiece. The trees, the pavement, and even the distant ocean have transformed into a shimmering yellow metal. One of our very first members, Uzumaki Boys, asked, "What if everything turned into gold?" You might think you've just become the wealthiest person in history, but in reality, you are a resident of a dying planet. Within seconds, the biological engine of Earth would grind to a violent halt, because while you and the animals remain organic, the entire foundation of physics has just been rewritten. This is the Midaspocalypse, a clinical, high-speed extinction event, where the golden rule is simply that everything that glitters is lethal. The nightmare begins with the gravity hammer. Gold is roughly 7 times heavier than the Earth's crust, meaning turning the mountains and oceans into gold would instantly triple the mass of the planet. If you are standing in your room, you are suddenly slammed to the floor by a gravitational pull that makes you weigh 500 pounds, snapping your organic bones under the impossible stress as birds fall from the sky like lead weights. This leads to the Planetary Oven effect. As gravity triples, the weight of the air above you nearly quadruples, causing a process called adiabatic heating, where the atmosphere is squeezed until the temperature spikes to a lethal 150 degrees Celsius. You aren't just living in a world of wealth. You are being roasted alive inside a planetary-sized golden oven. Because gold is a thermal superconductor, the ground beneath your feet doesn't just hold the heat, it pumps it into your body with no hope of escape. Even if you survive the heat, you cannot survive the nutritional blackout. Life is a chemical process fueled by plants, but a gold tree cannot produce fruit or oxygen. Every source of food on the planet, crops, forests, and phytoplankton, becomes an inert, inedible mineral. The global food supply hits zero in a heartbeat. You'd quickly realize that you cannot eat gold, and soon, the wealthiest billionaires would trade their entire shimmering estates for a single organic apple that no longer exists. This infrastructure collapse continues into a total technology blackout. While gold is conductive, it cannot function as an insulator, causing every electrical system on Earth to short-circuit in a single, blinding spark. We'd be thrown back into the Stone Age, but with a terrifying twist. There is no wood for fire and no stone for tools. Finally, the Earth itself begins to reshape. Because gold is soft, the crust begins to buckle, triggering golden earthquakes that cause cities to sink into the earth like stones in water. As the oceans turn to solid metal, evaporation stops. No clouds, no rain, and no fresh water. The Earth becomes a silent, airless, glittering desert, a beautiful tomb, where the only thing left of humanity is a fine red mist settled onto a surface far too expensive to support life. Uzumaki Boys, thanks for the golden idea. So, what is your what-if question? Drop it in the comments below, and you could be the next one featured in our simulation. Now check. What if humans could live for 1,000 years?